So hey everybody, this is Robert Benson. I'm the Director of Library Services for Roane State Community College. So I have the great privilege of being your librarian. It's work that I enjoy a lot, and I'm glad to be with you this afternoon for the second time. This is actually an encore version of this presentation. We were joined earlier by some fine folks, and Robert forgot to hit the record button, so we're going to do it one more time so you guys can watch it on your own schedule. We're going to talk about research guides and what they are and how they can make your life better and your students' life maybe easier. And I'm joined today by one of my friends, colleagues, and really one of the resident experts on research guides in the library. See, this gets better and better for Ollie. Does. So this is Ollie Nolan, everybody, and I just want to say
hi, how are you? I'm sitting here giving moral support.
So Ollie's going to show some examples of research guides here in just a moment. But I want to be sure that you knew a few things about what research guides are and why we feel like they're important to you. So the very first thing I'll say is that our research guides are available from the library homepage, which you'll see on your screen there. There are a number of ways to get to the library. If you're from the college page, you can, of course, keyword to us by searching on library, and you'll find a link. If you have to spell it right, though, it does require an I. And you'll find the link there. You can also navigate to us from the student resources under academic assistance or from the faculty staff under personal enrichment. So there are many, many roads to the library. My personal favorite is roanstate.edu/library. That's the page that you want to bookmark on your computer. And even if you don't, you now have a bookmark in your brain because it is impossible to forget roanstate.edu/library. So the work that Ollie and I and our team do is really, really fun. And one of the things that we work really hard on is to make sure that we have enough resources for you and your students, for the faculty to be able to continue keeping up to date in their field of expertise, and for the students to connect with the subject matter of the discipline, to become curious and to explore the field. So we've worked really hard over the past years to make sure that we have enough books, ebooks, magazine, and journals, that we have e-journals available, we have DVDs, we have streaming video, we have over 63 databases that are used to help find magazine and journal articles. So I feel like we've done a really great job of collecting resources. It's very exciting for us. We have 3 physical libraries where we collect over 60,000 print books. So we have a great collection of books in a variety of locations. In addition to 60,000 print books, we also have 256,000 ebooks. So there's just a ton of stuff. And the trick with the ebooks, of course, is that they're invisible, right? They're not on the shelf anywhere. And so the library really is presented with, I think, 2 challenges. One is that a lot of our resources that are electronic are invisible. You can't go to a place and see them on a shelf somewhere. And so we have to help people figure out how to discover those resources and connect to them. I think a greater concern, though, when I talk to faculty and to students about the library, it's not so much a concern about the quality of what we have, it's that we have so much that it can get easy to be lost or overwhelmed. And we certainly don't want that. I feel like research guides have been a good step toward a solution for that. A research guide is essentially basically just a customized web page or group of pages that help organize the resources and information about library services and collections into a customized web page that focuses on either a specific discipline taught at Roane State, or maybe a specific class, or maybe even a specific assignment. So when we talk about research guides, I want you to think about the research guide as a way to customize the library presence to meet the needs of a particular class, course, or challenge. And the best way to do this is to let Ollie show you a couple of examples. So I'm going to turn it over to Ollie and let her talk about a couple of different types of research guides that she's helped us build.
We're going to do 2 different kinds of research guides. I'm going to show you 2 different kinds. One is discipline specific, and I need to tell you how you can get to the research guides first. We have a quick link from our homepage that'll take you right there, but you can also find it under the Find tab. The research guides are sitting there as well, so it doesn't matter which route you take, it's going to take you to the homepage. And you can see it says, Welcome to LibGuides, and that's because that's the publisher of this product. And we thought that might throw our students for a loop, so we changed it to Research Guides because that's actually what LibGuides do. They help the students with their research. Now, on the left side of our homepage, you can see it has the subjects, and it has each one of those disciplines has an associated librarian with it. And then in the center, you can see an alphabetical listing of all the research guides that we have created, and we have quite a few. So we're going to look at the dental hygiene research guide to start with. That's our discipline-specific one. And to cut down on a lot of clutter, a lot of background information, we've created the research guides, and it's a standard format. Each research guide will look like our homepage, where it has a landing space, and what it has is it has information about the library in the left frame, and it tells you about related nursing guides research guides to this. And then in the center, it has a RSS feed that's coming from a relevant dental program. And then we have featured items, and those are generally the new books that we've gotten in. And then our blog is at the bottom. And then the creator of the guide is profiled on the right. Now, earlier when we did this, our chat was open, but now we are offline. So if the chat's there, it'll be open in green, and you can just chat in there if you've got a question, and you'll get a quick response if someone's manning chat. Now, that's the home page, and then the next tab is going to be books, and these are books that are discipline specific, and we let them know what the call numbers are, what subject headings they can use, and then we give them reference books, print books, and ebooks, links to those, and they can just link right out to them. And then the next, Robert's going to show you a link out, and that's where that book's going to. It's coming from one of our databases. And then we give them journal articles. Now, we've called this tab several different names. It used to be databases. Now we're calling it, the students didn't know that when a teacher, professor said, you have to give me a journal article, they were going to have to find that in the databases. So we changed it to journal databases. But if you've got a suggestion, you can forward that to us, and we'll see if it makes more sense. But what this does is it's going to give them the print journals that we have in the libraries, online journals that if they click on the link, it'll take them right to it, then recommended databases, and a web link there. But the next tab is for web resources, and these are, we searched for the best reliable web sources for the dental program, and they're listed there. We also give them the professional societies because they may want to join their future professional society. Then we also have added, this is new, it has the app tab, and this is going to give them the apps that relate to the dental hygiene program, and it's listed here within our app directory. Robert will tell you about that in a moment. But that's specifically for dental hygiene students. They can go there and find everything, and we keep these updated. We update them all the time, anytime we get new stuff. But the next one I want to show you is one that is tailored for a specific class. Now, once again, the first four tabs are exactly alike. They're going to be able to go to a home page, They're going to be able to go to the Find Books tab that shows exactly the same thing, the journals and databases, and the web resources. That those are all standard, that standard format. But the next step is going to Dr. Doyle. I'm the online librarian for Dr. Doyle's social psychology class. And this is his requirements for his class. Now, I do not do their homework. What I do is I provide them a link for the citations for those kids that are online, and they can get to the citation link, and it helps them learn how to do their citation and even how to write their format their papers. His class requires that they view 3 videos, and they have to write a paper on those 3 videos. So what I've done is I've listed the video, and if they click on that link, it'll take them to his video, and then I tell them these are articles on this topic, and they can click in any of the databases, which is that link straight out to the databases. And then if I find some ebooks, I put those on. They have lots of ways that they can get to information. Now, he also, this is an ebook, in case you're unfamiliar with what it just clicks right out there to it. Now, it requires that they do a research paper that's for the complete semester. And this semester we had a lot of confusion, so to spell out for some of them, because I've got people who drove in to talk to the emails, so I thought it was easier if I just told them, you know, if you Dr. Doyle's syllabus, this is what you're going to find. And then I just outline what they need to do, and I tell them what databases I think they'll find the most resources in. Now, I never post something that I haven't already pre-tested, and then I always remind them that Dr. Doyle is the expert, and if they really have questions, they need to go to him. Now, the other good thing about the research guides is we have them, each of the research guides has a QR code that's associated with us, and that code is posted in the stacks by the specific area. For instance, in the dental hygiene, you can see on, I think on the under Find, Laura gives them the call numbers that are associated with that. And so that if they say, okay, they're going to go try to browse in the R's, there is a QR code that says out there that says, want to know more about dental hygiene, and that QR code takes them to the research guide. So they are immediately put in to the research guide in the stacks. Robert calls the research guides the hidden treasure of the library, and I concur. So I'm going to turn it back over to Robert now.
So thanks a lot. I want you to hear directly from Ollie, because Ollie has really taken the lead in shaping these and helping the library team develop the content here. So what you've seen are web pages that are built, customized to help reduce the possibility for confusion. As Ollie said, our goal is not to do research for people. We want your students to understand that, you know, that the information environment is complex, and help them make good choices about how they approach their research and make sure that they're engaged in the research process. But we also have to realize that we have 9 teaching locations and online, and so a lot of our students don't get to experience the library directly in person. And so what we're trying to do with these pages is customize the front door for the library, basically, to help those students get more quickly to the resources and the services that are most likely to help them be successful. So we don't do the work for them, but we want to make sure we give them their best chance to do the work well for themselves. So that's what you're seeing here. When Ollie mentions the QR codes that connect to the research guides, I think that's a really interesting thing, because basically what can happen is a student can come to the library here at the Oak Ridge campus and go to the RK section of the shelves and find the books that are relevant to their discipline. But we don't want to leave them with the impression that that's all they have available. And usually seeing is believing. What you can see is what you believe you have. And so what we've been able to do is create from our physical book collection a virtual connection to other library goodness that's out there in this discipline. So that's what we're trying to accomplish, is trying to connect the physical library, the physical resources, with the many, many virtual resources that are out there and also useful and helpful. So Ollie's talked a bit about a guide that is tailored to a specific discipline. I would encourage you to go to the library webpage and then click on research guides, either path you can do, and browse our research guides and see if we have a research guide that's already customized for you, or that's built for your discipline rather. And the invitation is that if you're teaching in a discipline and we don't have a guide, we should have a guide. So talk to us and help us know what we need to build for you. If we have a guide for you in your discipline, we want to be sure that it's meeting the needs of your teaching needs and your students' needs. So if you'll look at it and tell us about the quality of the guides, did we put the right resources on there? Should we emphasize one topic over another topic? So this is really an opportunity for the library to partner with faculty to make sure that we're connecting students not just to the library, but to the best parts of the library for their assignments. So the second piece then is, once we've built a guide for your discipline, we also want to make the offer that we will build a customized web page for an assignment. So for Dr. Doyle's class in social psychology, they have a very specific assignment they're trying to accomplish. And so what this page does is basically it highlights the resources, the databases that are most likely to be useful to a student doing this assignment. Again, we're not doing the assignment for them, but we're trying to point them in the right direction so that they have the best chance of finding and using the right resources to do the job. So that's the invitation that we offer to you. We do have a number of other research guides that we're building as well, just because we just like them so much and they're a lot of fun. A couple that you ought to know about. One is you have a mobile app guide out there. We call it the app directory. And so this is a place where you can go from our webpage to find apps that are germane to the various subject areas that we teach. And so again, you can go into any of the disciplines listed here and find some mobile apps that may be of interest to you. So this is one thing that we're doing with research guides to help connect our library users to the right information. We also have a guide out there for new books. And so from the library webpage, if you go to the new books link, you will find a guide that we built that is really just intended to help connect everybody at Roane State to the brand new books that we have on our. And so rather than visit all three libraries and see what's new, you can visit this guide, click on the subject area that's of interest to you, and browse what's new right here. And then if you'd like it, it's delivered to you. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Again, the whole purpose here is just to make the offer. We have tools that we can use to customize the experience that your students have with the library, and that can help you present the parts of the library that you think are most useful and helpful to your students. We want your students to be successful. We don't want them to be lost or confused unnecessarily. So we hope the research guides kind of help move us in the right direction with that. We need faculty help in order to build them the right way. So let us know what we can do to help. And as always, we enjoy working with you. So just let us know what questions you've got, and we look forward to building your guide for you in the near future. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.